This is the Keats-Shelley House in Piazza di Spagna, number 26 in Rome. And my conversation today is going to be with Giuseppe Albano, who is the curator of the Keats-Shelley House and the curator of the gallery and library here.
Lovely to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I've already introduced you. So now I'm going to start with my very first question.
Yes, please do. Yes.
My first one, I have 10 questions for you and I've written them down, actually scribbled them down. Is that okay with you?
So fine, yes.
My question is this. How on earth did it happen to you, this whole thing? How did it?
This place, this job.
Yes, this place and this job.
That's a very good question. In fact, people often ask that question. I applied for the job. People often think it's a strange Masonic process that I was selected.
Yeah.
I saw the job in The Guardian and I applied for it. It was 6 years ago. And it was quite a fairly lengthy recruitment process. So I applied for the job. I was given an interview in London because the board of the trustees of the Keats-Shelley House Association are all based in London because we are ultimately looked after by UK charity.
Oh.
And then there was a couple of months later, there was a follow-up interview here in Rome, and I was selected, and I was very happy, ecstatic.
Wow, that's exciting, really. I thought it would be so hard.
Yes.
Well, my second one is how these people accepted you. I mean, they approved of you.
They did,
how
yes,
did
they
you feel?
did. Oh, gosh, how did I was delighted, thrilled, but honoured. Absolutely honoured, because this is a great, venerable institution. The Keats-Shelley Memorial House, looked after by the Keats-Shelley Memorial Association, has been a museum and library for over a century, and I'm only the 6th person to do the job. So I felt really, really honoured that I was chosen to be the curator. We even had a curator here who looked after the museum for 43 years.
Before you?
Not directly before me, but yes.
So you're here for a long, long time? Possibly.
Well, maybe. Maybe.
My God, Giuseppe,
It's an honour.
I want to know, where does the accent come from?
The accent is Scottish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
East Coast Scottish.
East Coast Scottish.
There's a big difference between East Coast and West Coast Scottish accents.
It should be.
And I think mine is still East Coast. It hasn't been tainted too much.
It's really charming. And how's the Italian?
Italian's fine. I was effectively bilingual anyway before coming here, but of course since living here, my Italian has been so modernised and updated. And now, hearing the everyday speech of Rome, which has a great language unto itself, and its own dialect, and its own turns of phrase, I think it's been improved a lot.
Oh, you can imagine living
And
in the
probably
country.
maybe worsened in some ways as well. but not improved.
No, that's okay. Well, I see what you mean. I mean, it's more colloquial.
Yes, that's the word. Colloquial.
So my next question is, what was your first challenge here?
My first challenge in Rome was, I suppose, getting used to the city. Moving here, it was a very big move for me. Coming to live here, luckily I arrived in November 2011, so it wasn't quite so hot. I had time to get used to the climate.
Right now, it's November.
And I arrived about the same time of the year as Keats arrived when he came to Rome. So it was cooler. It was cooler.
Serendipity.
Yeah. And it took a while to get used to the city and the bureaucracy of it. I remember, I suppose my very, very first challenge was waiting for hours in the queue at the Anagrafe, the office, to get my codice fiscale. That was almost soul destroying. But I stuck with it, I did all the things, and I'm still here. But seriously, my first, I suppose, professional challenge was really trying to not to modernise the house, because the house is a step back in time. We don't want to modernise it too much, but certainly to try to integrate it more into Italian and into Roman, contemporary Roman cultural life.
Make it more open.
Make it
to
more
the
open,
Romans?
yes, to the Romans and to people generally, because I suppose the museum is it was the house of one of the very greatest English poets. But that doesn't mean that it should remain an English curiosity.
And then it's in Piazza di Spagna.
It's in Piazza di Spagna, yes,
Yeah.
and there's a reason why Keats came here to Piazza di Spagna, into Rome. So we really wanted to kind of integrate it back into the Roman community. And that was a challenge, because many people, when we started doing more talks for Italian people and more special events for Italian people, many people say that they'd always seen the house here, but they never felt that they could enter.
Ah,
So
that's interesting.
it is interesting.
And
Isn't
now
it?
you open it to...
Well, it was always open anyway, but now
It's more open.
It's more open, yes.
Finished with my fourth question. Okay, and here it is. Do you think I am naive or maybe a little presumptuous in thinking that you might have a passion for the Romantics?
Passion's a very strong word, but I suppose if I didn't have a passion, I would have to acquire one from somewhere, because it's very important. You know, to have a passion for the romantic poets. How can you not? But seriously, I suppose my passion for the poets I discovered really as an undergraduate at Edinburgh University. I was very lucky as an undergraduate to have such wonderful tutors, wonderful teachers. There was one in particular who really inspired me and infused me into the poets, first and second generation. Keats I'd already read before as a schoolboy, but it was really those years, those undergraduate years.
That was so important.
Absolutely important instrumental in it. And then afterwards I did a master's and I did a PhD in 19th century poetry. So I moved slightly beyond romantics, because my PhD was more to do with the Victorians. But there's something very, very particular and special about the romantics, particularly the second generation. I suppose particularly the fact that they had such intense, brief lives. All three of the second generation of English romantic poets, Keats-Shelley, Byron, they all died within 3 years of one another. It's very sad, isn't it? That close, yes, all within 3 years. But if they hadn't died so young, they wouldn't have been romantic poets.
Oh yeah,
would
they
have
might
been
have developed into something.
Something else, they would have been plain old Victorian poets. And that's not quite so sexy.
No.
Trust me, I know, but I did a PhD in Victorian poets.
Okay. Okay. And then, well, you just said something, that they all died so close to one another.
They did, yes.
And can you explain to me, and actually can you explain to our public as well, what was really the relationship between Keats and Shelley?
Relationship, they didn't have any kind of close relationship when they were alive. They were not friends, although they did correspond with one another. And Shelley certainly invited Keats out to Pisa, where he was staying in the summer of 1820 with his wife, Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, of course. Very famous novel, yes. We're talking about great people here, and even the so-called lesser members of it, these are all great people who achieved great things in their lifetimes. But they were not friends. Shelley certainly admired Keats's poetry. Shelley was very sad to hear about Keats's death. And one of his absolute masterpieces, Shelley's masterpieces, Adonais, a great elegy written on the death of John Keats, and that was published in July 1821, some months after Keats had died. And there are some beautiful stanzas in that long, meditative pastoral poem about the non-Catholic cemetery in Rome where Keats is buried. And the saddest thing of all is that Shelley was to join him there, because a year after publishing Adonais, he too died in Italy. So that's the real connection. And also when Shelley's body was discovered, because he drowned, but when his body was discovered off the coast on the beach of Viareggio in Tuscany, according to the legend, he had a copy of Keats's poems in his pocket. So he dearly loved Keats's work. It is.
But they never met.
No, they were not, absolutely. But they corresponded, and they clearly had respect for one another. And also the association, the Keats-Shelley Memorial Association and the house here in Rome, it was founded as a museum and as an association to protect and to promote and to preserve the names of the poets, Keats and Shelley, because they both lived here in Rome, in the centre of Rome. Keats in this house, but Shelley in two addresses very close by. One of them, Via Sistina, which is the very top. There it is up there. It starts at the top of the steps. This was the in-place for travellers at that time. And also the association was founded to protect the tombs of the poets, because as I mentioned a few moments ago, they're both buried here in Rome. And that's why we're called the Keats-Shelley Memorial Association.
Oh, it is Keats-Shelley Memorial.
Absolutely, it's the name of the association, yes.
Now, am I wrong, actually, am I right in thinking that we are approaching a big anniversary?
Well, yes, we are. In fact, we have lots of anniversaries. There seems to be, at the moment, there seems to be a bicentenary every other day with the bicentenaries of famous publications and important things that happened during their lifetimes.
So we're talking about the bicentenary?
Bicentenaries, yes. But for us, the really big one, or big two that are coming up, are the bicentenaries of the deaths of Keats and Shelley, because they both died within 18 months of one another. So, 1821, 1822.
Yeah.
Keats dies in February 1821, Shelley in July 1822. So we are going to have our own programme of events, special events and activities, and a great kind of international outreach, and some big surprises coming up, which I can't say what they are yet, but we're going to have some surprises
not
coming
even
up.
in English?
No, not even in English. No, unfortunately I can't. I wish I could.
No, I mean,
but big things coming up. And these will be to mark the bicentenaries of the deaths. So these will come up in 2021 to 2022. So we're going to have an 18-month-long programme of events and activities.
That'll be very exciting.
For us, very exciting, yes.
Now, my next is this. Well, we're talking about romantic poets, right? Because this is what they were.
They were romantic poets, yes.
Well, in this day and age, here's my question. Do you think the romantics are still important?
Yes,
oh,
absolutely.
Thank God for that.
More important than ever.
Oh.
They are now more important than they were in their lifetimes. In their lifetimes, they were relatively neglected. Byron was pretty famous, but Keats certainly was not famous in his lifetime. They achieved their fame and their respect and their love that people have for them many years after. But I think they're more important than ever now. The themes that they explored in their work are perennially relevant. You know, in Shelley, for example, we have a great, it's radical, politically radical, sometimes it's almost anarchist, but at the heart is a search for the meaning of humanity, for questions about liberty and what does it take to be free, tossing away the tyranny of the institutions that try to enslave us. These are all very relevant things now. Absolutely.
Okay, then, this is actually my last question.
Oh, it went by so quickly.
I know, but you've been so good, you've been so patient. Listen, here's the question. What do you think that the visitors are seeking in coming here? What are they looking for?
You could ask them, there they are.
But they're not in here. I want the visitors in the museum.
Oh, right. Well, what are they seeking? I suppose most of them come because of John Keats. They come to pay their respects to John Keats. They are admirers, lovers of his poetry.
The romantics.
They are the romantics of today. Yes, absolutely. They are the grand tourists, and some not so grand tourists of today. They come because Keats died in his house. They want to see the room of the last dwelling place of one of the very greatest English poets. Even though he died at the age of 25, he still was one of the greatest. And they come to pay their respects. It's a kind of a poetic pilgrimage. The vast majority come for that reason. Others come because they are students or scholars of romantic poetry. We are, of course, in Italy, but the romantics are loved. The English romantics are loved even here as well. We have a great many school children who come here. We also have university students and researchers, doctoral, postdoctoral researchers who come here to use our library. Our library still functions as a research library. We have first editions, works of scholarship, works of criticism, biography, etc. So they come for that reason. Many just come for curiosity. They see this handsome building right in the middle of Rome and the Spanish Steps and wonder, looks interesting. They see the Sign Museum and think, oh, let's go and have a look. We've got nothing to lose. Keats-Shelley. So when they come in, we try to inspire them to find out more about the poets.
I saw that you have a room where you show videos.
We have a video room, yes. The core of the museum, or the cuore, if you like, of the museum, is the second floor apartment. the apartment in which Keats died, of course, and that's conserved today as the place of pilgrimage. But we have other rooms, modern rooms. We have our gift shop. We have our film room that you just mentioned.
Well, yes, I went when I came up. I went to the gift shop and I actually bought this.
Oh, right.
And,
it's working then, isn't it?
Yeah, well, and I was wondering whether you would read something
Yes,
out of this for
I'll be
us.
delighted to, yes. Yeah. But the thing is that this is an anthology that we published.
I'm afraid this is going to fall. Can I hold it?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. But we published this anthology, but there's a selection of poems by Keats and Shelley, but there's so many different types of poems.
Such?
Would you like something political and feisty and radical, or would you like something about love and something romantic?
No,
and
let's go
traditional?
feisty political.
Feisty
and the other
political?
one, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I have to find something there. Give me a moment. Feisty and
Thank you.
political.
Feisty and
Gosh.
political.
Right. Let's see. Why don't we go with Shelley then? England in 1819. Just a second. There we go. England in 1819. An old, mad, blind, despised and dying king. Princes the dregs of their dull race, who flow through public scorn. Mud from a muddy spring. Rulers who neither see nor feel nor know, but leech-like to their fainting country cling till they drop, blind in blood without a blow. A people starved and stabbed in the untilled field. An army with liberticide and prey makes us a two-edged sword to all wield. Golden and sanguine laws which tempt and slay. Religion Christless, godless, a book sealed, a senate, time's worst statute unrepealed. Our graves from which a glorious phantom may burst to illumine our tempestuous day.
Boy, it is.
Wow, that's quite it's fantastic.
It's
rousing.
so strong.
Strong.
It is very strong.
Strong-minded poem.
He
Yes.
hated the king.
Well, the king at that time was a very different king to the monarchy we have today. They were very despotic and very intervening. They didn't have the kind of the symbolic function that the monarchy has today. In those days, it was much more despotic and tyrannical, for want of a better word.
Yeah,
Very different from
it
today, thank
comes
goodness.
through very.
Yeah, very different from today.
Well, I mean, thank you very much. Thank you very much for reading to us, for spending your time with us. And thank you.
Thank
We
you.
hope to see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What are we doing? Gospel.
It's for the outtakes.
Copriamo le braccine mosce. Guardate le braccia mosce. Aspetta, mi aggiusto da
La
me.
faccio io? Faccio io?